Dancing to no music. Why is that light on? Gosh darn it. Hey, so today I'm just going to be sharing with you guys my favorite brushes. They are all affordable because I am indeed broke. A lot of these brushes came in sets, which I think is the best way to get yourself some brushes if you aren't familiar with makeup brushes, if you don't really know what you want or what you need. Buying a set is perfect to kind of get a feel for what things are supposed to do and what kind of brushes go with what. So yeah, let's just dive on in. Alright, so I'm going to start with face brushes, and then I'm going to do eye brushes, and then lip brushes. Yes, lip brushes. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys the brushes I like and the brushes I own that I do not like, that I think are pointless and stupid. So my first couple of brushes that I just off the top of my head think I really use those every single day and I have to have them with me are these four right here. They are all gonna be dirty because I'm washing them today. Today is brush washing day and I couldn't bother to wait. So they're gonna be dirty, I'm sorry. This is the EcoTools Custom Coverage Buffing Brush, and this is my favorite foundation brush ever. It blends seamlessly when it's clean, because when it's not clean it looks like that, but it is absolutely perfect. I absolutely love this for blending in foundation. It gives such beautiful coverage, full coverage. It doesn't soak up a lot of the product. This is hands down my favorite foundation brush that I own. It was like $6 or $7 at Walmart. Might have to check that and like put the price down below, but yeah, this I definitely recommend if you're wanting a foundation brush. Gives full coverage. Even with BB creams, it makes it look so beautiful. Highly recommend. This came in a Morphe brush set. This is it came in like the travel set, and there was two. There was one that was a little bit flatter, and then there was this one that's a little more round. I left the flatter one somewhere. I don't know where it is. I actually have no idea, but this comes in the Morphe travel set, and it comes in a black and white container, brush container. And I love this for contouring just because it is nice and fluffy, but it also has kind of a length to it. So when you can really get into those cheekbones, and you can also buff out so it's not super harsh. It blends beautifully, it's really soft. I will say though that some of the Morphe sets are a little cheaply made. This doesn't have a lot of fallout. Like, it doesn't have a lot of like bristles falling out of the brush. They have a few here and there, but not really that bad. But I will say that the sets from Morphe are made a little cheaply. If you get the actual brushes that have the numbers on them, they are much more well made. But nonetheless, I absolutely love this brush, and I think it does a fantastic job at contouring. So this next brush is from DUcare. It came in a set as well. It's like the white and gold set. It's on Amazon. And this, I don't really know what it's for, but I love it for wiping away bake and like overall highlighting. Like if I want a nice just glow, kind of like I got going on today, I'll take like a real glowy powder and then just kind of like sweep this around my face. I feel like since it's tapered, it does a great job of like blending the glow out on my face instead of just concentrating it in one area. And I also love it for wiping away bake because it is tapered and you can really get into your eye and wipe away that bake flawlessly, and it doesn't leave any, like, it's not so hard, the bristles aren't hard, so it like lifts up your concealer. Have you ever had that happen to you? It's like the worst nightmare ever. Yeah, absolutely love this brush. I actually love the entire set. I'll talk about a few other brushes in that set, and I love this brush set. It was like $14, $15, super cheap, but super high quality and amazing. So this bad boy is the Real Techniques Multitask Brush. This brush, we have a serious committed relationship to each other. It is absolutely disgusting and filthy and old, but I love this brush so much. If I am bronzing up the face, applying blush, if I want to do a soft contour because it is kind of tapered at the top, I can just kind of get in there with like a nice cool toned bronzer. This brush does everything. Even if I wanted to subtly highlight, which I never do, I could just kind of like stroke this around my face and give a nice subtle glow, but this brush literally is a multitasking brush and I love it so much. Real Techniques is sold at Walmart and Target. This came in the starter kit, basics kit, something like that. something like that. I don't know. It came with like 3 different brushes, and this was one of them, and my sister Paige got it for me for Christmas the year before last. 2015 Christmas, right? Yes. No. Yes. 2015 Christmas. So now let's move on to the brushes that I don't enjoy, shall we? This one I'm kind of torn about. This is the Jumbo Kabuki Fan Brush from Crown Brushes. I just don't get it. Like, it's a decent highlighting brush, but it's so big. It's just like, let me just highlight my whole face. And like, you could contour with it, I guess, but why? Like, it just seems like you'd have to move the brush like a lot, and I just don't understand this brush. So the next brush is also a confusing brush. This is the So Susan fan brush, I guess. It doesn't have a name on it. But I think this applies highlight like shit. Maybe it's because it doesn't pack it on like I'm used to, but I am used to using this brush, which is the Morphe M175, I think, and this like packs on the highlight, like packs it on. And so maybe that's what I'm used to, and I'm not used to just like feathering it, but like I want a punch when I use this. I want it to punch, you know? And it's kind of hard to pick up product with this brush too. I don't know, it's alright, it's not my favorite, but I keep using it because it's so much fun to use, but it still doesn't ever do what I want it to do. It's frustrating. So this is a brush that I absolutely despise. This is the Crown and BoxyCharm brush that came in the box May. It's also dirty because I used it and I hated it. This is like an artiste brush, and you're supposed to buff your whatever, your foundation, whatever. This is horrible. This lifts up my foundation, applies it so streakily and patchy. It's horrible, and it doesn't matter how hard or soft you press, because it is a very soft brush, but it is so densely packed with bristles. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. I hate this brush. I think it's gimmicky and stupid, and this makes it look like Darth Vader, so I don't even care. So these are all the eye brushes that I want to talk about. How much time do you have? So let's just pick one and go. This brush is from a BH Cosmetics set. That was my first brush set that I ever purchased. It was my first like set of brushes. And it came in a pink travel case, and it's just adorable. But this is supposed to be an eyeshadow brush, and I use it for carving out my eyebrows. I've used this since I've started doing makeup. It doesn't have any fallout at all. It's my favorite. It's my favorite brush for carving out my eyebrows. So if I don't have this, I'm like, what do I do though? Like, how do I make my eyebrows fleeky? Because I don't know. So this brush came in the Morphe set. Let me talk about all the Morphe set brushes that came in that set. So this is one of them that came in that set. It is disgusting. They're all disgusting. I'm a mess, okay? My life is a mess. My life is messier than my hair most days. So this is beautiful for a brow bone highlight, or like a little inner corner action right there, you know? It does a great job of like packing on the highlight, and that's just what I use it for, is the inner corner in the brow bone. Sometimes I'll use it to like put on a little bit of glitter, but I have other brushes for that now. And then these two are like my right-hand man blending brushes. They aren't the best quality. Like I said, Morphe's brush sets sometimes are lacking in quality, but these are what I have to work with, and these are what I use every single day for my eyeshadow every single day. These are my only 2 blending brushes. I have another one that I use, but I don't really use it that often because I don't really like it that much. So one is a little more tapered, and then one is a little more flat. I usually go in with a transition with this one, and then I usually deepen up the crease with this one, and then I'll grab a smaller brush like this one from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette that's a little more pointed, and I will go in and really deepen up the crease. But these are my dudes. These are like these, man. If MySpace was still around, these brushes would be in my top 8, hands down. Another brush that I want to talk about is this one from that DUcare set I was talking about earlier. This is also just a blending brush. It got a little warped from me traveling with it, but it is really good for deepening up the crease or the outer corner. I do really love these brushes. That set is absolutely amazing, and I need more people need to talk about these because they are amazing. So a brush that I have mixed feelings about is the Royal & Langnickle Crease and Smudge brush. Okay, it's almost too soft to the point where it doesn't blend the eyeshadow, it just applies it and it doesn't blend it out, which is weird. but literally it just, like, if you're blending, it's just kind of, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan. It's too fluffy to be pointed enough to define the crease, but it's almost too pointed to be fluffy and like apply a transition shade. It also comes with a smudger on this side, which I don't really use. I don't know, this is just kind of like a weird brush for me. You can buy these at Walmart if you want to try them out. They're super soft, the quality is fantastic. I just don't know how to use this properly. I just feel like it's too something. It's too soft, or it's too pointed, or it's too not pointed. I don't know. But when it comes to lower lash line eyeshadow, these brushes are amazing. This one, where did I get this one? Oh, this was in a Profusion set, a box that they sent me with, like, you know those boxes that have like all in one. There's like a side for eyeshadow, and then it has like bronzer, blush, cream shit that you don't use. Why make those? Why? No one wants them. Anyway, so this brush came in that set with another brush that I use, like an eyeliner brush, and oh my gosh, this brush is so good. I just use it to pack on right where that lash line is, my eyeshadow, and then I'll go in with this brush that is from that DUcare set that I was talking about, and I'll blend it out. These two just, I don't remember what I used before I had these brushes, you know? Like, what did I use for my lower lash line? I don't remember, because they just blend seamlessly, super affordable, amazing, yes, all of the yes. So I have two eyeliner brushes. One is from DUcare, and then the other is from that Profusion set that I was talking about. One is just like a little bit tiny, it's quite a bit tinier, and then this one is quite a bit bigger. But this one is really good for if you want really precise, which is most people, winged liner. And if I can't find this one, then I will use this one, but just kind of like flatten it at the edge, you know, to make it nice and sharp. But these two are amazing for eyeliner brushes. I will link both of these sets below if I can find the Profusion one. I don't even know if they retail it just by itself, but they might, I don't know. So I have a DUcare eyebrow brush that is my absolute hands down favorite eyebrow brush that I've ever used, but I cannot find it anywhere. I have no idea where it is, and I'm pissed. But I got sent this in my BoxyCharm. This is the Brow Gal by Tanya Crease, and this is just the dual-ended eyebrow brush. This is amazing. See how fine that is? See how thin? Girl, you know I gotta get them sharp brows. And the spoolie is like shorter, which I love actually, and it is kind of like rounded right here, so you can really get in there and mix it all up and blend it like you need it to. Fabulous eyebrow brush. I'm pretty sure this is kind of expensive too, like up there of $13 maybe? I don't know. I'll put the price down below. So if I'm going for like, you know, my usual fleek and I'm contouring my nose, this came in that Real Techniques set that I was talking about. This is the domed shadow brush. I don't use this for shadow. I use it for nose contour because it's just perfect to just like get up in there and just blend everything out but not make it too harsh. This is amazing for nose contour. I feel like the sharper, pointier brushes for nose contour are more meant for like drag queens and people that use really dramatic contours, which is not me. I mean, I do kind of a little bit of dramatic contour, but like not to the point where it could cut a bitch, you know? So this is absolutely perfect. I've never tried this for eyeshadow. I just never thought, because why? What, do you blend it with this? Do you pack on shadow with, no, nose contour. Okay, one more eyeshadow brush and then we're moving on to lips. So this is the Royal & Langnickle Omnia Balm 40 Shader. It's just like a flat but kind of thick eyeshadow brush. I used it to blend out my concealer today because I could not find my sponge anywhere. But I actually love this for blending out my concealer under my brow, and if I can't find my brush under my eyes, it actually blends concealer beautifully. It's kind of surprising because it's an eyeshadow brush and it's so flat, but honestly it's amazing that you can really get in there too. Like if you need to blend your concealer into your eye a little bit more, it's absolutely perfect for that. And honestly, they're so high quality. I love this, the shape of this. It goes whoop and like comes to a point. These are expensive though. This came in a BoxyCharm too, I believe. I think it's my February one, but I'm not sure. But absolutely love this brush. All right, and lastly, I have a lip brush. This is from the DUcare set that I was talking about. This is just a lip brush, and I feel like every time I use this, my lipstick comes out absolutely perfectly. I hate using the actual applicators on lipsticks now, like liquid lipsticks and lip glosses and stuff like that, because there's just not precise enough for me, and this just makes it so precise, and it comes to a nice point so you can really define your lip line. Just perfect. If you don't own a lip brush, it will change your game. I just keep my brushes in this little tin that I got from Target. I put a little decoration on it, and I did this like last summer or something. The glitter's wearing off, but to keep them all in here, this is all the brushes that I have. Ooh, there's a hair, I see it. So yeah, that was it for my favorite brushes and regret brushes, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was requested by someone on Instagram, I think. Or no, it was YouTube. I'm pretty sure it was YouTube. Yeah, someone was like, hey, can you do a favorite brushes video? And I was like, yeah, I can. I will link all the brushes that I mentioned today in the description, even the ones that I hated, so if you feel like hating them as well, you can feel free to do that. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. For this, I don't... These are all the eye brushes I wanted. But what the fuck? Eyebrow. A eyebrow bone highlight. Why am I saying eyebrow bone highlight? Why can't I say brow bone highlight? What the